I'm gonna try doing this without stabbing the crap out of myself. Anyways, hey everybody. It me, Fresh Baked Niche, back at it again. I life's been good, I think. I as of recording this, I'm looking forward to this coming weekend. I'm gonna go celebrate uh for those of you who have been watching, Ryan's housewarming. Very, very exciting. I plan on hanging out, drinking a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. There'll definitely be a few drinks had, but yeah, I look forward to it. I think it'll be a good day. And the reason I mentioned stabbing myself in the beginning, I don't know if you can hear this, but I recently got back into crafting, sort of. I've always had a weird thing with crafting. Like it exists. I see people do it. Most people in my life do it in some capacity. My dad does cross stitch. My mother quilts and crochets. My sister knits and complains a lot. um, I don't really have crafts per se. But a couple years ago, I went to the Sheep and Wool Festival. For those of you who don't know, it is the largest fibers convention, as it were, in the United States, or at least on the eastern seaboard. And I went a couple years ago, and it was cool. I mean, it was a rainy, shitty day, and had to walk like 20 miles just to get there because there's just so many people. Because, again, biggest fibers thing in the United States or the eastern seaboard. Can't remember. But, I ate some good food. I got to watch some dogs do their herding stuff. It was neat. And at one point, we were passing by a booth, and their entire thing was needle felting. And it was like, I've seen this done before. This is really cool. I like this. And, we were just checking it out, whatever. And my mom got super duper excited because she saw a kit to make a cardinal. Now, she already has enough projects and stuff going on, and this was back when she had a different job, so she just, didn't really have the time or the energy to do something new. So she was like, "Man, I really want this, but I don't want to do it." And blah blah. Blah. And I sat there and I'm like, I could use something to do, and it's something I've been interested in loosely. Again, I've seen like videos, like it seems cool, and the ability to just kind of, in essence, take a bunch of fluff and compact it down and make shapes, and then turn those shapes into objects. Like that, I was like, that's sick. So I was like, get it, and I'll make it. I'll do it for you. And I bought some extra tools and materials that otherwise weren't in the kit, and yeah, I went to town. I started working on it. I made the body. They gave you just a crap ton of this extra brown material. I mean, I keep wanting to just call it wool, but I think there's terminology. I don't know it yet. But yeah, I just started working on it. I made a little oblong shape. It reminded me of a Weeble Wobble, but more like potato-y shaped. And I was pretty happy about that. And then I just got distracted, just really hard. And then eventually the project just kind of, well, it did what most of my projects do, went to the wayside. And, that's fine. It happens. Until today, yeah, the day of recording this, I picked it up again while doing my job, which, yeah, just for funsies, just to share. I am a quality assurance tester for a software company, and part of my job is running, maintaining, and assessing the performance of robots that are meant to do automated testing of our software. And while the bots run, I'm sure there's other things I could be doing, but I usually use this opportunity to, well, do anything else. because obviously I've got hundreds of other things in my personal life that I'd like to attend to, whether that be refiling for a home loan or, you know, backing the umpteenth Kickstarter. But today was different. It was windy, it was cold, and I just sat there and I was like, I got this thing and I really want to get back into it. So let me just do it. And I did. I compacted the body a bit more. I put on the red layer. Not very well, but I did it. I figured out how to do the little tuft of hair on the top. I did the eyes. I did the little black part around the beak. I did the beak, although certainly not the nice little cone it should have been, but neither here nor there. I fashioned a little tail, and I made 2 lopsided wings, and before I knew it, I had a nice little cardinal in, I don't know, 30 minutes, hour, something like that. And I was done, and I was kind of proud of it. I mean, looks like it's got a few extra chromosomes, but, not everything you do is perfect, and especially not the first thing you do. And, part of me was kind of happy about it. I was like, I did it. And it was kind of fun doing it. So, here I am talking to you guys, and I'm actively making just a little brown ball. Because I'm just practicing getting used to how to compact material and try to assess material. I think the point of all this is that I was looking for something to do and I had found it and I kind of gave up on it. But I revisited it and I think I found something I like doing. That's not, being online, or it's not, I mean, it's certainly not a sociable thing, but it's something that's keeping my hand busy and it's making me think a little bit more. Now, don't get me wrong, I do puzzles and stuff sometimes, although the kinds I like to do I cannot find in this country. But, I like working with my hands, I like expressing myself, I like thinking, and this is kind of scratching a lot of itches. And, I know a lot of like the women in the space because, not discouraging or, not saying this disparagingly, but it is mostly a woman's hobby, at least based on all the YouTube channels I see, and other than Craftman doing it. But I'm pretty sure Craftman is the greatest exception in the world because brother seems to do everything. So this is something I do because no one else in my household does this. No one else in my life does this. It's all mine, and I just get to do it. When I got a moment, I can just kind of stabby and make my little shapes, and we'll see where they go. Not sure what this will be. I mean, when I hold them together, it looks like buttocks, but I don't think I should make a buttocks. Or should I? I'm not sure. But either which way, I think people should need to find that for themselves. Find that thing, that's not being online. I think it's the big takeaway. But I also, frankly, didn't have an idea for a video, and well, I'm not the biggest fan, or I'm not even good at editing, and time is a funny thing, how it just sneaks up on us, and you start the week thinking, I should prep something, and I should do a little bit more, and maybe make things better, and then it's Friday night, and you go, hey, I got a thing I need to put out tomorrow, and I'm going to be busy from more or less when you wake up until you go to bed, even though it's a Saturday. So, that's that. I think I've achieved my goals, though. I made a video. I got to talk a little bit. I got to make some progress on something I'm pretty proud about. And my hand's starting to cramp a little bit because I had to stop working on this on the table and actually hold it. And I might need to take a little break. But otherwise, just have a good day, everybody, and hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.